Hello, welcome to Morning Brew Time, everybody. It's that time again. Go ahead, grab your coffee, juice, water, tea, whatever you're wanting to sip on as we brew on the subject matter at hand. Hi, I'm Annette, and I believe that we can thrive through life together, one brew at a time. You know, this is our time. This is our moment to just breathe. So let's just do that. Let's just take a moment out of our busy days and let's just breathe. Let it go. Don't we need those moments in our life? Just take another breath. Let it out. And let's take a sip. There she is. Always good. I love my coffee. I don't drink a lot of it, but I do love my 1 cup a day. I do. So I am so glad to be here with you all. You know, this is our space, our time to just slow down, reflect, and decide what's next in our life. And I'm glad we get to decide that together. I have a question for us today. Why do we sometimes resist what is best for us? Have you brewed on that before? I have. And this is something that I don't think it ever goes away as long as we're living this life, right? No one's perfect, right? And so we're always having to reflect and think about ourselves and see what can be better for ourselves. That's what we do here on Morning Brew Time. We love to reflect and brew and decide what are some great next steps for us. So today, I want us to brew on that. What makes us resist, or why do we resist what is best for us? There are many reasons, but I'm just going to go through a few things, and at the end, I'm going to give you some tools I hope can help you in making some decisions for your life. You know, those areas that you do need to think about, okay? So here we go. This brew is based on habits that have proven over and over again to be destructive for our life. Destructive for our life. Sometimes we may be accustomed to lying to ourselves. Sometimes, you know, when we don't want to change, when we need to make a decision to do something different, you know how it is. You may lie to yourself and be like, oh, I can do it one more time, or it's not that bad, right? Well, I am inviting all of us, even myself, to reflect today. So we're accustomed to lying to ourselves or sitting with ourselves and not facing the reality of what we're doing. Sometimes we gotta sit with ourselves and accept the reality of what we're doing to ourselves, and that certain habits are harmful. Now, everybody does something different. So, you know, you would look at your life. You would look at your relationships, right? You would look at your self-development. And you know what you need to do, or there needs to be a change, right? So that's what we're doing today. All of us are looking at ourselves. Let's look at how we can help ourselves do better and be better. We want to always check ourselves. Check yourself. I know Have you ever met a person that says, this is me and, this is just me? They have like a little edge to them, a little attitude. In other words, I'm not changing. I love it. I love it. But sometimes, there may need to be a change for you, for yourself, or how you allow people to treat you or how you treat others. Sometimes we do need to make changes, right? So we check ourselves, being open to changing, adapting, adjusting, until we come to a point that even when we get the itch to do the old habit, we can immediately smash it. And what I mean by smash it, like immediately, you're just like, no, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back to my old habit. We have changed. The ability to smash it takes 3 actions. So I'm going to share those with you. The first one, I believe, is continuing to be aware of oneself and ask ourselves, what am I doing? Examine your actions. What am I doing? Right? The second one, number 2, is having the want to change. That's important. Having the want to change. And this develops from deciding first to love yourself more. That's important. When you're wanting to change, you got to decide first to love yourself more. Saying to yourself, it is time, Annette, to change. It's time to change. And then, not just saying it, I'm going to encourage to go a little further. Create a list of why you need to change and how you're going to change. This is if you really want to do better in life. I believe this will help us. If you want to be a better person, write it down or type it. Some people don't write it, but they just type it to their phone. Type it. Why I need to change and how I'm going to make that change. Think about an easy one, attitude, right? Maybe you could be one that if something happens you don't like, you may blow up. It's just easy for you. It's a habit. You just blow up. But is it the best for your relationships? Right? So then you think to yourself, okay, why am I blowing up? And how am I going to change this? What am I going to do instead of? And that's just one example. Okay. Number 3, repeating reformative actions. Repeating actions that are better, that are positive toward change, until eventually the old habit is replaced. That's number 3, okay? I believe that it is not just doing something different to change the habit, but it's also that each time you make the change, each time you do something different, other than what you normally would do, you realize this change is good for you. Like over time, you begin to understand it. Your mind is working along with your body. You begin to understand this is better for me. You're training your mind by processing and thinking about the new habit. So, with our example, instead of me blowing up, I'm going to think first, because I've written down what I need to do. I'm going to think first, maybe have to walk away, breathe, say, hey, I'll come back to this, right? Breathe before I talk. Take a moment, think about morning brew time. You may have to change instead of going straight into it. Think about what you're going to say, right? You're training your mind by processing and thinking about the new habit. And also you're training your body by practicing this new habit until it becomes a part of you. It becomes second nature. And it's very possible to do. So today I'm encouraging us, when there's something that we know is better for us, I'm encouraging us not to resist it. Rather, embrace it. And say to yourself, you know, I'm going to change. It's time to change. It could be your health. That's another one that many people have challenges with. You say to yourself, it's time to change. Write down why it's time to change. And how am I going to change my habits when it comes to my health? I hope that this is helpful. I hope that it made sense for you. You know, I love brewing with you all, and I love for us to think, right? We think and then we apply. We apply what we have learned, right? And this is our space for prayer, right? Encouragement and wellness. That's why we come together, to help one another. Let me know if anything has helped you. I'd love for you to share. It encourages me and encourages everyone else. Our Morning Brew Time family is growing. And if you love this and want more of it, I welcome you to join us. Subscribe to my channel at Morning Brew Time on YouTube, and you'll see more of these episodes there. I'd love to have you. And before we go, I want to pray over you. I pray you experience love, joy, happiness, peace, safety, and protection. May your week be prosperous in health and in wealth. And until next time, I will see you again on Morning Brew Time. Love you all.